So at this time, I'd like to introduce the co-chairs for this year's annual Juried exhibition, Becky Soria and Liz Consis Spencer. Come over here. You want to say anything?
Just want to say that sales from this exhibition, 50% goes to the exhibiting artists and 50% to our community partner, which is Brave Little Company. Is this a good time to talk about Brave Little Company?
You're going to do that in a minute.
Oh, I'm going to do that now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Liz. I'm sorry, I can't read my own writing. It is your time to talk about Brave Little Company. Come over here and tell us about Brave Little Company.
That's what I thought we decided, but
We did.
The best laid plans, right? Okay. The best laid plan was for all of you to be here this evening, and I'm very, very grateful, and so is Becky, for this beautiful turnout. Not only the artists who are in the exhibition, but also artists who may not have been selected for the exhibition, and people who have been following this line of events for the past 17 years. And I know when we started this, we had no idea that it would grow to be one of the more impactful shows here in the Houston area. We feel that the show this year is one of the strongest we have ever shown. We are very grateful to our juror for such a fabulous selection of work. Brave Little Company is a theater group, and I'm going to call Troy Scheid up here and anyone else with her who wants to say just an elevator speech about what the work that they do here in our community. I'm going to say that I spent a week in Beaumont with Troy for Save the Children a couple of years ago, and we did an installation which landed at the Children's Museum and showed the work of 600 Beaumont area school children. And that was a wonderful work, and I totally enjoyed it. I think you may have.
Yeah.
And I'm going to turn the mic over to Troy to tell you a little bit about the work that Brave Little Company does.
Thank you so much, Liz. Thank you to Archway Gallery, to the co-chairs for selecting Brave Little Company as the community partner. Brave Little Company is theater for everyone. Our mission is to create and produce works about, with, and for all of Houston's kids. It's so important for every kid in the world, but in the city, that's our cut of the audience, to be able to see their own and familiar experiences and languages reflected on stage that they connect with. But it's also so important for kids to be able to connect across differences by seeing experiences reflected on stage that they have not had, possibly will never have. We do a lot of dual language work. Our initial tour, when we started touring around Houston 12 years ago, was in English and Spanish, and we realized that didn't scratch the surface of the linguistic diversity of Houston. So in the years since, we've produced works in English and Spanish, in Cantonese, in Arabic, in Vietnamese, in Afghan languages. And we have 4 major areas of work: creating new original pieces that tour now statewide through Texas Commission on the Arts, working an initiative called the Big Us Project, which is created since 2018 by 100 people from Houston's refugee and immigrant communities. We work with individuals with disabilities in creative collaborations to bring something they imagine to the stage. We offer classes, camps, and workshops because theater should feel like a home to every single kid in the city, regardless of their ability to pay for it. And the support that we're receiving through your arts purchases tonight, through the partnership with Archway Gallery, is so valuable in this time when certain stories are being told that certain people are told that their stories are less valuable than others. It's part of our mandate as a nonprofit to continue to celebrate what makes Houston wonderful. Its racial, ethnic, cultural, linguistic, religious diversity, and to say that Houston is can be a model for an arts ecosystem that reflects the diversity of its people and that really is about, with, for, and near all of those people. So we're really grateful to you, the artists, the attendees here, Archway Gallery, Rick Lowe, and everybody who's put in work for this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Troy. So now this is the time when I really need my cheat sheet. This year's juror is acclaimed artist and social activist Rick Lowe, standing over here to the left. Rick's accomplishments are numerous, and there are too many to list here, but I'm gonna cover a few of them. He's been involved in many community projects, both here and overseas. And perhaps the one that most of us know about is Project Row Houses right here in Houston. His artworks are in numerous museum collections, including the Whitney Museum of Art in New York, the High Museum of Art in Atlanta, the Menil Collection, and the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. In 2013, Rick was appointed by President Obama to the National Council on the Arts, and in 2014, he was named a MacArthur Fellow. He's currently a professor of interdisciplinary practice at University of Houston. And Rick, if you'll come over now and say a few words about the exhibition and announce the awards. Let's please welcome Rick Lowe.
Well, you know, I was asked to come this evening to announce the prize winners of the exhibition. But actually, that's not why I'm here. I mean, I will do that. I promise you I will do that. But, you know, as I was going through looking at these 420, I think, 420-something works of art that was submitted, I just started to think just start thinking in a really wonderful way about the growth of Houston and its arts community, and just really appreciative of how this community has grown, and I just wanted to be here to say thank you, you know, to all the artists, all the artists who submitted, and of course the artists who in the exhibition, and then we'll go on and go on and introduce the prize winners. But I wanted to start with that though, just to do something that I do with all my students though, at the that I work with, and even people in the community. You know, I just tell people that, you know, things like juried exhibitions and stuff, you know, I mean, it does kind of feature some of the better works that are presented, but oftentimes this has to do with the person who's jurying and what they're interested in at the moment, at the time, and, you know, and I shift from day to day. So I could come in and I could give a whole set of new prizes. You know, I mean, there were, and I could probably have put together a different exhibition from the 400 and something works that we're in. But at the time, these are the ones that I focused on and decided to select. Now, so in terms of, I'm going to do this looking at the, announcing the honorable mentions first. And I limited it to 5, but there could have been many, many more, but I wanted to keep the number down a little bit so that it would feel a little, you know, special. And so the first, let me also say this too. My jurying process too was also kind of really trying to look at the diversity of art that was submitted. And, you know, and trying, I mean, there was an incredible, I mean, you see in this exhibition, there's a beautiful wide range, sculpture, painting, drawings, and so on and so forth. So I wanted to kind of do that, and so just keep that in mind as I read this list out. The first honorable mention is Alexandra Albin. Alexandra Albin, here. Should they come to the front? Should they come to the front? I'm sorry. Should they come to the front?
They can come to the front.
Oh, you're here. You're here. What's that?
Thank you.
This is.
Yeah, stay in front. We gotta get some pictures later.
Okay. Second one is Maddie Castagranda. Sorry if I'm butchering names. That is. The next honorable mention is Leslie Caston Miller. Fourth, we have Carla Garcia Burgess. And the final honorable mention is Tong Fai Lee. Okay. Okay. Now, now for the three prize winners. The third place winner is Michelle Vo. The second prize winner is David Delgado. And the first place winner is Matthew Baptiste. That's it.
All right, thank you, folks. We'll be here till 8 o'clock. So eat, drink, and be merry. Thank you very much, Rick. And thanks to all of the artists.